sea, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Amazing, but true. Hello and welcome to everybody to your channel DN Logistics. Well, first of all, for sure, you will have noticed two changes. The first one, we have changed the name of the YouTube channel. We have changed from Tu Tiempo Soro to the new name, DN Logistics. We've done it in order to make it more professional and in order to make it more related with the main topic of all the content and all the YouTube videos that I've been uploading since 3 years ago. I hope you like it. And the second change, yes, you are listening to me properly. I'm talking in English. You will be asking your own self, why is Danny talking in English? Well, the answer is very clear and very simple. Due to the fact that Adana arrived here in Valencia, due to the distraction, due to all the things and all the consequences of this catastrophe, I'm right now talking in English in order to arrive more people, the better. That's the main idea. What are we gonna discuss today? Well, as you can imagine, we are trying to apply a logistics and supply chain point of view to this completely madness situation that we are living in my village, Catarroja, and in my city, Valencia. How logistics is working in order to provide people everything that they need. If you want to know a little bit more, stay here. The right word, the right adjective to describe what happened is destructive. Yeah, it was insane how fast it happened. I mean, that afternoon, 29th October, I was working on academy and I came back to my house a little bit earlier because a student didn't arrive to the lesson. And in that moment, nobody could imagine what was about to happen. I mean, it was a question of just minutes, not even an hour, minutes. Yeah, a complete destruction of everything that you can imagine. We are talking about businesses, we are talking about houses, we are discussing right now about lives. We are talking about personal properties such as the cars. In my family, for instance, we have lost the 3 cars that we were managing in that moment, and that's not very important because of all the losses that have taken part. The idea is that nobody could prevent and nobody was prepared to this. Neither families, neither companies, neither local authorities, governments, the nation, all the country, no one was ready to prevent the impact and the consequences of this catastrophe. Yeah, and arriving to this point is very important. Okay, we can feel loneliness, we can feel bad feelings in our minds, but we have to reflect on about what has happened. We have to reflect on how we are working and how we are coming back to a normal situation. Because yes, my main point is, after all of this, definitely life is logistics, and logistics is everything and everywhere, and even more right now. More than ever, we need commendable people to take on the responsibility of transporting goods from one place to another. Even with this catastrophe, even without roads, even without vehicles, even without ways and possibility to move around these cities, around these places, and important and paramount goods such as water, such as food, we are talking about milk. These products must arrive to homes. That's the point. In order to make it easier to understand what we are living, after 3 weeks we have big quantities of mud which make even impossible to go out of your own house in several cases, because apart of this, people even today they have stuck cars in front of their doors, and we are talking about maybe old people who have difficulties in order to move around this place, in order to move around the city. And yeah, we have to remember that we don't have big supermarkets available to us. We cannot buy everything that we need. Yeah, and we need a supply chain strategy in order to provide big quantities of paramount products such as the ones that we were talking before. What is happening? Well, commendable and professional people are trying to manage big facilities in order to generate improvised cross-docking systems. We are talking about schools, we are talking about universities, we are talking about big spaces in which huge quantities of products have been arriving, and they stay here, they stay stuck in a period of from 24 to 48 hours of time. And then they move fast to these complicated places in order to arrive on time and to cater for what people is needing right now, on the right time and on the right place, adding value. Pulling off, believe me, pulling off in the overwhelming task of transporting these goods from these cross-docking warehouses to the main houses, to the main homes of people is a really difficult task to accomplish, to fulfill. And to do it, yeah, it seems like ironic because on the ongoing times, last mile delivery was a huge question to discuss on the supply chain sector to make it more sustainable. And yeah, it seems like we are doing it right now because me, myself, my friends, my family, people, citizens from these villages, we've been taking the responsibility of transporting all the goods with our own hands, with our own bags to arrive to the rest of the houses. And we are doing it with energy and with the good desire to help people. And we are doing logistics without even knowing it. For sure, you will have heard that people is saving people, and that's true. I'm speechless about the quantity of help that we have received from citizens, from Spanish people, from all around the world. But right now we are facing a different problem because of this. Yeah, we have a lack of space in these facilities, in these cross-docking warehouses that we are somehow managing, and we need more organization. Yeah, because of the quantity of products, of food, of water, of clothes that we are managing, we don't have enough space to do it, and we have to analyze and understand that the warehouses, the improvised warehouses that we are liaising closely with are not normal warehouses. If it is possible, we need big storage, big warehouses that are located in the main city with no problems of connectivity. And we need to understand and emphasize that here in affected places, Catarroja, Paiporta, in this kind of villages, we only need cross-docking system warehouses to be able to supply products in a very fast way. That's the point to understand. Moreover, it is very important to understand that we are living on the 21st century in which the spotlight is technology. In order to prevent this kind of overblown catastrophes, we need to invest on big data, we need to invest on IA, we need to invest on deep learning, machine learning. These kind of tools are really helpful for us in order to improve and enhance our performance in this kind of context. And we have to do it right now. Related to this, okay, the underpinnings of technology are people, and we have to protect people. And sure, we know companies, we know people that are not prepared and they don't work on emergency plans in order to protect us in this kind of chaotic situation. Yeah, it seems like it will never happen. We are safe, we are okay, we have to keep working. But yeah, it happened. It happened 3 weeks ago, and this is the example. And we have to invest not only money but also knowledge and quantity of time in order to prevent our own selves. And we have to prepare good and demanding plans of emergency and contingency to issue these big losses. Okay, digitalization and improvement, this is not also talking and reflecting on about giving tools and possibilities to grow to the company. It's also about this big context, but to the workers, because they have to be able to learn their own cost. They have to be able to enhance their performance and to work at home. Yeah, we are talking about blended training, we are talking about blended work, and to give them the possibility to rely on is very important. It's paramount because we have to be realistic and confident about them. Yeah, if they had worked at home, they will be alive. And that's the point. And you have to know it. And we are on the 21st century, and you have to invest on them in order to increase the knowledge and possibilities working with new tools. Pay and teach them an online course related with supply chain management systems or latest cutting-edge technologies. Give them PCs to work at home, tablets, whatever you consider, but please trust on them to make it easier for them and even for the company. I make mistakes. I made mistakes on the past, I'm making mistakes right now that I will appreciate and I will take into consideration on the future. And sure, right now I'm reflecting on about several thoughts that I had on the past months. Yeah, I reflected on about how long supply chain strategies are built right now, and I thought that maybe we have to consider it, we have to analyze the possibility of avoiding offshoring and to come back to our underpinnings and to have the production, to have the industry closer to us, to bet on the near shoring. Well, why? Because during last years, several events showed us proof that it was very, very dangerous to have our partners, our production on the other part of the world, mainly in Asia or in China. I'm talking about stuck shipments, I'm talking about international wars between countries, I'm talking about COVID, but always it seems like when you believe that you have the most feasible solution, yeah, the nature is giving up on you. No, never. And yeah, this event has proved me that maybe offshoring is not the best solution to this context. You have to diversify your risk and diversify your partners and customers. You have to understand that your partners, your suppliers, your customers can be in Spain, can be in Valencia, or can be abroad, can be internationally located in order to avoid possible risks. To sum up, if I were right now a chief executive officer of a huge company affected by the Dana here in Valencia, I will try to diversify, to fulfill the previous mentioned strategy, to try to look for partners that are working not only here in Valencia but also abroad, not in Spain, in different countries. And I will try to solve my financial issues, trying to look for to look for longer lead times of payment periods. That's the point. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, I hope you have learned and you have understood a little bit better how logistics is helping people here. If it's like this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, say whatever you consider, I will read it on the comments, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.